Night of a Thousand Gowns is like one of the largest fundraisers in the city. It's held at the New York Marriott Marquis Hotel. Some of you have already volunteered and can tell your fellow brothers here. It's a massive event, massive. It's a big, large drag on parade party, except it's a charity event. And what the Imperial Court is requesting of the different groups that we have enlisted is basically to help with security that evening, with making sure people don't go to certain areas where people are getting dressed, or the silent auction. What they ask is those people who volunteer is to, if you're going to be in a visible spot, to please at least, they don't expect you to wear a tuxedo, but at least to wear like a nice black suit or a fancy suit. Keeping in mind, this is a high-profile, formal event. There's a lot of press there. They ask that you don't drink on your shift, and that if you're assigned to a certain area, that you stay at that area.
There is a volunteers room where you can go for refreshments. And there's an orientation that's usually about a week or two before
the ball.
So that'll be like in mid-March that you go to the Marriott. They take your picture. They explain to you how it's going to work, what you're going to be doing, what they need, and when to show up and where to go and stuff. And then they make a security badge for you. And then you go back on the night of the ball, usually around 6 or 7 o'clock. And
6 o'clock.
They serve food to the volunteers beforehand, and then we can also go to the volunteer room during the night as the ball progresses to get refreshments and stuff that are made just for the volunteers. At midnight, they have the crowning of the new emperor and empress. And Joe said it's a big drag ball, but drag on parade, but it's not just all drag. There are like half women and half guys, because a lot of guys dress up like as royalty, as princes, as emperors,
military.
And that you'll see things that you've never seen anywhere else in your life.
You see leather, there's leather there, but like I said, it's a high-profile event. There's a lot of press there, so it's best for you to put your best foot forward, not make an ass of yourself, and if you're going to drink, wait till your shift is over.
And then at midnight, they crown the new emperor and the new empress. And that is like the crowning of the Queen of England. It's phenomenal. It involves like 50 to 75 people. And there's musical numbers, and there's pomp and circumstance. And
the Widow Norton.
All kinds of ceremony and crowning. And then they have there's all kinds of entertainment through the course of the evening. Broadway Bears will be performing. There's all kinds of snippets from other Broadway shows, some done by the performers, some done by the members of the court, dressed up as the characters. And who's the famous people?
2 years ago. Christine Quinn is there, the city council president.
Yeah, but who's the famous people?
The famous people this year.
And if any of you have not been to this and you've seen the Marriott Marquis, you all know they got those round glass elevators in the middle of the hotel. It is a hoot to watch the poor people that made reservations without knowing this was going on. Look at those elevators going up and down with these huge gowns. It's amazing.
The honorary chairs this year are Michael Feinstein, Leslie Jordan, who you know from Sordid Lives, Jerry Mitchell, Dame Joan Rivers, Dame Robin Strasser, one of our new members, works with Robin Strasser. Then we have our honorary co-chairs, Scott Barnes, John Bartlett, Mark Bauer, Ron Corning, Ari Gold, Charles Herschel, Hughes Hidley. These are very prominent people I think some of them are in the fashion world. Dina Manzo, Chris Marsh, you know, from, I believe he's on
Project Runway.
James McDaniel, Mark Nelson, Coco Peru, Arthur Schwartz, Lisa Sherman, Blaine Trump, who is actually a very good friend of the court, Tamara Tooney from Special Victims Unit, Robert Verdi, and Ben Weimer. And we get a lot of celebrities who come to the ball. In the past year, Cynthia Nixon has been at the ball.
Last year, the 3 winners of the RuPaul's Drag Race were there and performed. RuPaul has performed, Cyndi Lauper has performed, Christine, who was it?
Christine W. is going to be one of the performers this year. Barbara Cook has been there because she represents PFLAG, a very good friend of the gay community. We give an Imperial Diamond Award, and I think the Imperial Diamond Award this year is going to the man, one of the founders of Gold.
So after the crowning, around 1 a.m., as the culmination of the whole night, they have an amazing, spectacular pastry buffet. And everybody gets to partake of the pastry buffet, including the volunteers. And Marriott really puts on the spread for the pastry buffet. It's phenomenal.
Those famous people, Carlin, they weren't even listening to the famous people, but when you said pastry, I saw all their ears perk up.
Sometimes they have an ice cream bar where you can put together your own ice cream sundae. It's just phenomenal. Yes?
Will there be a chocolate fountain?
Sometimes there is. Sometimes there is.
The drag queen pretend to be a pastry bar, not a pastry bar?
Pastries.
All right, and with that being said, on to the door prizes. Now, we're really running low on door prizes now, so we're only doing 3 drawings today. If any of you know, if you have old movies, old books, gently used, not all loop covered, you know what I'm talking about.
No pages stuck together.
You know, but you're bored of Lance or Blake or whatever. Oh, Dirk. I can't give away Dirk. If you're bored of some of your videos or some of your books, please consider donating to our door prizes because some poor gay man could really use them. If the last 3 digits on your ticket are 235. 235. Oh, look at that. Up. 2 people standing up there. 235. And we got it. Tom is our first winner tonight. Doesn't even have to be porn. It could be...
It could be softcore.
Most of them aren't porn.
It could be regular movies. 236. 236. And I did shuffle these, honest.
Liar.
Is 236 here? Okay.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe. Can't worry about it.
If it's 237, so it can punch me, okay? 218. 218. No. 218.
I got it.
Yay!
Yay!
Chocolate fountain. Chocolate fountain. 218. Whatever you want, you can
Teddy bear or the magazine.
And a blue plunger.
A blue plunger.
Feather boa.
Feather boa, the red feather boa.
That's mine.
227. 227. 227, going once. You know, these people caught on that we start talking at 4 o'clock and they disappear, so we're going to start doing this differently, I think. 227, going once, going twice, flush. 231, 231. Oh, it's Steve. Assume the position, Steve.
Is that one a crystal handled plunger?
You can still have the plunger. I've heard a couple people say, I could use a plunger at home. It's like, anyways, I want to thank you for coming on out to our VD party at Bear Den this month. Don't forget, next month is going to be the Ides of March, otherwise known as Mother's Day. It's also just around the corner from St. Patrick's Day. May? Oh my God, we gotta save that food until May? What's happening next month? St. Patty's Day, that's right, St. Patty's Day. And Crittenden said he might bring some bagpipes. So, yeah.
You gonna wear a kilt?
Someone should bring patties.
So, it's Mother's Day is the following month, I think. Yeah, May. March, April, May. Oh, there's a few more months.
April is Easter.
That's it. I'm good. Whatever. Thank you for coming, and have yourself a wonderful time. No rush about cleaning up here. There's no one coming in after us tonight. No elections.
Up here at the table, and I'm gonna put out the flyers. Free passes we'll give out to people that are interested in volunteering for the expo. We'll have them next month too, so you don't have to take it and try to keep track of it this month if you'll be here next month. And we've also got condoms and lube for anybody that's interested too. Thanks for coming.